This problem is pretty much exactly like the one before in how we go about solving it. However, the way the answer choices look are a bit different. In this case, we're not looking for like a single number or just a single fraction. We're looking for an expression that represents the length of, in this case, side DC or CD. So we're looking for this, side CD. I'm going to call it X because in math it just makes it easier. What we're looking for, let's call X. And it looks like all our answer choices have to do with the tangent of 35 degrees. Well, that makes sense since 35 degrees is really the only measure we're really given. All right, so let's look at 35 degrees and let's remember what tangent was all about. So from SOH CAH TOA, tangent was TOA, and that stood for the opposite over the adjacent side length. So this is the opposite side length right here, side length BD, and the adjacent side length is actually our X. It's next to the 35 degrees. So it looks like we need to figure out the opposite side length here. Well, we notice that we have if you look at the darker pink triangle to the left, triangle ABD, we have two side lengths given. So that means we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find our side length BD. So we see that we have 6 squared plus our BD squared, which, since it's opposite in this case, I'll call it O. And that's going to equal 10 squared, the hypotenuse. So we're going to have 36 plus O squared equals 100. Subtracting 36 from both sides, we can do that in our heads there, 64. And the square root to find that side length O, it's 8. So, good thing I called it O, I can easily turn that into an 8 there. Awesome. All right, so we know that that side length is 8. So now we know opposite is 8 and adjacent is X. Well, we're looking for X. Okay, so let's set that up. We know that the tangent of 35 degrees, we know that that equals opposite over adjacent, or 8 over X, what we're looking for. Now we want to solve for X because our question is asking us that. What's the expression for X, the length of CD? So let's multiply both sides. Let's actually cross multiply. That might be easier. We can put anything over 1. And if we want to get X by itself, we're going to have X times the tangent of 35 degrees equals 8. And then to get X by itself, we can divide by the tangent of 35 degrees. Hey, it's just a number. We have our answer now. That cancels. X actually equals 8 over the tangent of 35 degrees. So we still used SOH CAH TOA. In this case, we used TOA, tangent, because we looked at our answer choices and saw that they all had to do with the tangent of 35. So that allowed us to, it guided us in the correct direction for how to solve. And then we realized, okay, the tangent of 35 is opposite over adjacent from that angle. We need to define one of those lengths. The other one was what the question was asking us to find. 8 over tangent of 35 degrees is answer choice G.